What's happening?
These are all the grapes that I have in the house.
We've not been really good at eating salads lately. Look at
This
that.
is so sad. Like,
Why?
this is so sad.
So she's gonna make a smoothie with.
Like, we can eat this so fast, but I guess we haven't. Well, in my defense,
In your defense.
we have a lot of leftover food from like, I don't know, from an entire week, and there's only 2 of us, and we can only eat so much. And I would like to compose them, but I also don't want roaches in my house, so I'd rather not.
I think that's TMI.
So it's gonna have all the scale and celery, a little bit of turmeric and ginger.
Can you put the plantains to boil for me, please?
Yes. I'll put carrots, but we only have 1 carrot, so I'm gonna sit down. Some water because Tina is going to make amazing. I'm gonna say it in Spanish first. Arepas de Platano. Plantain arepas. Is that better?
No.
We'll call them arepas.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to boil the
I
plantain.
have some very ripe plantains.
That they were also about to die.
Yeah. We usually put them in there with the skin on, but the skin was not pretty. And I don't know, it was just too soft, so and it's probably gonna be a fast boil since they're really soft right now. So we'll put them in there and then we'll show you the rest. Meanwhile, she's gonna make the smoothie because it's like noon and we're starving.
So this is gonna be called cleaning the fridge smoothie because we have some fruits and stuff that are not so bad anymore. I guess we either overshocked or we've been just eating God knows what. This is already boiling. Tina is gonna use the plantains for the arepas. I'm gonna put salt heavily, or heavy salt, and the water.
Yo no le pongo sal.
No. Yo le pongo salt. I'm gonna drop my plantain. I'm gonna get my fingers inside. Alright. So, my cleaning the fridge smoothie is going to have berries. I was gonna put an apple, but I have a ton of berries. And the purpose of this is just to sweeten it up a little bit. So it has a little bit of strawberries, blackberries, and
How about all the vitamins?
right. What, you wanna tell us about the vitamins?
For sweetness nada más.
Well, to me, it's all taste related, so it's gonna be for sweetness. I'm gonna do celery. Then I'm gonna take the stems out of the skin kale. Just some of it, because some of it are really thin, so I'm not going to. But then the smoothie sometimes becomes like a weird texture, so the bigger ones I do take out. I'm gonna put the juice of a lime and half a lemon because Tina loves to put them in the fridge like that, so I'm just gonna use it. Turmeric that we keep in the freezer, just to maintain them for longer. And I'm gonna do ginger. Look how pretty. At this point, the smoothie might turn out brownish just because of all the berries and the kale too. I will add just this milk that we usually get at Trader Joe's, just because it's a little cheaper than oat milk and it's a great way of putting into use or putting it into random uses like this, like you don't necessarily taste the milk. So, I'm not wasting my old milk. And I'm gonna blend it. Look at them.
That's not even.
They're kind of even. But no. Alright, now we're ready to taste whatever this tastes like. Surprise! And I told Joe I was gonna do, I mean, it's kind of reddish, but it's more brown than gray, than pink or red. It's actually really good. You can really feel the kick of the ginger.
Oh, that's good.
But it's well balanced and it's limey. And the berries are not even that sweet. I like it. These are ready. Oh, water. I don't know how to say boil. Okay, so Yami boiled the plantains for me while she was doing the smoothie, and she put them in the freezer, which is what I usually do, so that they cool down faster. So it's been like 10 minutes, and they're warmish, but like they're cold enough so that I can work with it. We're really hungry. So we're gonna make plátano arepas, and what you need is harina pan, which looks like this, and you can find it anywhere at this point. And then some water and salt for the dough. A lot of people do it differently, but this is how I do it. The first thing I do is add some water. Then I add the flour. Go ahead and add some salt, and I'll add more if it needs more later. Okay, so you wanna start mixing it and kind of like add flour by feel. So I see it's very watery still. And you wanna break down like all the plantain bits. Sometimes it's like, ¿cómo se dice? Grumoso. ¿Cómo se dice?
Grumoso.
¿Cómo se dice grumoso? There's a word. Anyway, you want it to be as smooth as possible, but since I mean it's plantains, like you're still gonna have like little balls of like the plantain pieces, which is fine. It's almost there. Okay, I tasted it and it needs a little bit of salt, so I'm gonna add some more. I think that's fine. And mix it in, and then it's ready. Now I have a cast iron skillet, plancha. We call this abudare, but for you guys or for somebody that doesn't know, no, okay, yeah. Okay, for anybody that doesn't know, it's like a flat cast iron skillet. That's pretty much what it is.
But don't get mad.
Whatever. It's not like whatever. So I have ghee here. You could use any like spray oil or vegetable oil, but I like using ghee because it's like nutty-ish and it's like very buttery. Which I mean, it's butter, but it's a different taste, and I really like it. So the next thing you do is you grab a good amount of dough and you make it into a ball. It doesn't want to be big. And then you start flattening it out like this.
Yes, Tina makes the best arepas. Like the best.
How do you feel about that?
Very honored, honestly.
I went to culinary school and I can make a bunch of different things, but my arepas are not as good as yours.
So this one's a little big, but the trick to getting them to thin out a little is like finishing to like spread them out on the skillet. That way they're thinner.
And what if you don't have a cast iron?
Just do it on a regular like flat pan. What do you call it? Yeah, on a regular flat pan, and then we're gonna bake them. So this just kind of like seals them, and then you put them in the oven and it's done.
Is that the only way you can make arepas?
You can fry them if you want to do that. Quema. Como.
Quema.
No sé.
Oh yeah.
You can make them on a toaster. We used to make them on a toaster.
Oh yes, you can definitely sear them.
Like on a sandwich toaster.
So instead of doing it here, you would use the sandwich toaster and then sear them and then put them in the oven. So if you don't have this or you don't have a pan, you can definitely use a toaster. This is an art.
And the first ones, they're gonna be a little, they're gonna be like, kind of swimming in more fat. But that's all the ghee I'm gonna put for the whole time I cook these. So don't worry about them being too oily over there. Go on, I'm being serious. Yeah. You kind of just let them hang out at like medium high heat. And you see they get this nice little conchita. There you go. So now you look the other side. Okay, so they're ready for me to put them in the oven. Go. I put them on the highest rack. They can take a lot of heat. So 385 is what I usually do on the oven. And if it's a good batch, they'll get like high, they'll fluff up. Oh. And if it's smoking like this, and you lower the heat, and you kind of play with the heat the whole time, because sometimes it gets too hot, sometimes it's not hot enough for them to seal. So you change it. Alright, so I'm going to make the filling of the arepas. I love scrambled eggs, but they have to be made the right way. Does that make sense? I know there's a lot of people that have different opinions. I don't know if you, like when you have scrambles, they're like kind of half white, half orange, or half yellow. So marbled. That's a big no. No, no, no. So how do you get rid of that? You crack open your eggs into a bowl and you're gonna mix them all together until they are all emulsified. That also, that also helps because you put salt and pepper in the bowl before you put them in the pan. So it's being said, that scientifically proven, that when you add salt to your eggs before they cook, even when you put fried eggs and you put salt on top right away, it helps the whites cook more even. I've had my pan at low to medium heat. I don't want it too hot because then the eggs are gonna cook too fast, and that's what's gonna cause the like weird crisp effect, which I don't want. I just want them to be nice and soft and runny. I'm gonna do butter, real butter, unsalted, organic unsalted butter.
we always keep this one in stock, just, I don't know, for cases like this, for bread, for eggs. That's about a tablespoon, I would say. And now I have my 5 eggs here. And I'm gonna do pink salt, a pinch, maybe another pinch. And I'm gonna do fresh ground pepper. So that's what I want, all emulsified. I don't see any whites, I don't see any yellow, it's just a nice...
I mean, I see yellow.
Well, yes, yellow. It's not yellow, it's orange.
Oh, it's orange.
So, my butter has been there for a little bit, so it kind of browned a little, but it doesn't matter. Now, I'm gonna add my eggs. And this is a kind of a non-stick pan, so I'm gonna use my rubber spatula also because I feel like it works better when doing this type of thing. Kind of just want to scramble, move it all around. I don't want it to stick to the sides because that's what's gonna cause maybe like a darker color. And I also don't want a darker color. I just want nice, fluffy, and soft scrambles. You don't have to like it this way. I'm just showing you the way I like it. And if you invite me over to eat eggs and they're marbled, there's gonna be a problem. People have to learn how to make eggs, really good eggs. So here at this point, I'm literally gonna just turn it off and move it out.
Okay, so the arepas have been in the oven for a good bit, maybe like 20 minutes. And look, they're super nice. Ahumaditas, I don't know how you say that in English. Look, that's what you want.
Right, so you have to grab it with the las yemas de los dedos.
Yeah, that's the very tips.
That's how my grandma taught me. And yeah, they're very hot. But
Kind of with your nails too, so that it doesn't burn you. Like, that's really hot and she can hold on to it.
Also, I have no feeling in my hands anymore, but...
And then the better arepas are usually the last ones to come out of the oven. Oh wait, this is... because they stay there for a little longer. They're amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, arepas are a very delicate subject in this house.
They're very personal for everyone, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, there's people that like them like nice and fluffy, and which it's still like toasty. There's people that like it like really crunchy like us, so that we fight over the toastier ones. And then there's people that like it with more dough inside, or like you take out the dough, which is like when you open it, like some people will scoop out some of it. Well, we're not friends with those type of people. So you open it.
You don't scoop it out. I scoop it out. I don't scoop it out.
It's like whatever comes in the knife, but then I put it back on.
Scoop it out. And take a little ball.